Hey Taurus, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be our daily reading for Friday, January 8th. At the heart of your reading, we have the moon. So the moon is a broad energy. It talks about fears, the unknown, anything that's buried beneath the surface. It's also the unusual, the outside of the norm. Let me pull a clarifier on the moon before we move on to the challenge. Tell me more about the moon. Aha. Look at that imagery here. Clarifying the moon, we have the Lovers, the one other card in the deck that has this similar moon in the background. So we're talking about the unknowns regarding a relationship. It's either the way that you approach relationships in general. Bottom of the deck we have 5 of Swords in reverse, needles in this deck. So that's like not wanting to engage in argument or overcoming or resolving an argument or a disagreement. There's some sort of unknowns that are coming up to the surface to be dealt with, either in how you view relationships in general, to like remove some roadblocks so that you can be more open to relationships, or it may be with a specific relationship. In which case I see potentially a disagreement or resolving an argument or a disagreement. Resolving it by not just speaking from the ego, but allowing the other person a glimpse into what's going on under the surface. Like, what's the deeper reason why this is so important to you? What's the deeper reason why you're behaving this way or why you need this from them? The more profound side of it, not just, well, I don't like it. Okay, so why don't you like it? Explain the background, and there's more understanding to be gleaned there. Because the challenge here is releasing fears, releasing I think it's a lack of trust, actually. It feels like you're afraid that you can't trust them with the deeper information. Let's see your focus. What is Taurus focused on? The Empress. Okay. This is a very nurturing, very fertile energy. As your main focus, for some of you, this is going to be relating to a pregnancy. There might be a disagreement going on about a pregnancy, about whether to try and have children or dealing with a new pregnancy. If that's not your story, then the Empress, more broadly speaking, represents creativity and nurturing creativity. It's like I'm getting a strong sense of like standing up for yourself. I think that's the greater story here. The Empress just wants what's best for the situation, but not at any expense of dishonoring herself. So it's like she's got clear boundaries. She won't give of herself if it demeans her, if it devalues her. So I feel like you're standing strong in your own value, wanting to be there for your person, wanting to resolve this situation. Now, if you're single, this is more about self-confidence and believing that you can be the ideal partner for your person. It's divine feminine energy. So you may be on a spiritual path in order to more fully embody your divine feminine energy to attract a divine masculine. Let's see your recent past. What led up to this? King of Needles, King of Swords in reverse. Making unwise decisions. Making decisions without having all of the information. Moving forward on a plan without having considered all of the factors the way that you think they should have been considered. So in hindsight, you're either looking back on a decision that you've made and kind of kicking yourself like, oh, I should have considered this or that, as a means of trying to learn moving forward to make wiser decisions in the future. If that's someone else's energy, then the disagreement may be over your person's decision that you felt either wasn't fair or wasn't the wisest decision possible. Let's see the energy of the environment. Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is saying that you're going through this challenge right now because you're at the precipice of leveling up. You're about to come full circle on the karmic wheel once again, and that's going to afford you a portal where you can exit stage left and move on to the next story. So your universe, the universe wants to use your environment in order to align you with divine flow, because timing is of the essence here. Now, that's not to say that it needs to go quickly, quite the contrary. It's saying that the proper timing is important. It means don't rush it, don't go too slow, stay dialed into your intuition, and just take each moment by moment. Take each day for what it is and deal with what you have to deal with in the moment. Because there's this strong current of leveling up. Let's see what comes up in your near future. How does this story unfold for Taurus? Justice. Okay. Karma is going to be righted. The scales will be balanced. If you are waiting for a correction of a decision, it's going to come out in your favor. Things will be made right. Things will come into balance. More balance here at the bottom of the deck with the Two of Pentacles. They want to bring me back, before we move on to your surprise energy, with this imagery. I'm seeing this as kind of you and your person kind of mirroring each other's energy. For those of you who are in a relationship or already dealing with a person, a specific person that you have in mind here, one of you is doing the deep dive, and one of you is feeling okay and more about connecting and nurturing the relationship and trying to resolve things, and the other one is more yeah, I'm just getting like diving deep within themselves. It's like unexplored things. It could involve past trauma, and it's like the other person is being quite supportive of that and exuding your own strength to be a support. Okay. Your surprise energy, we have the World in reverse. This is super interesting with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the World in reverse. That's a strong indicator to me that you're on the precipice. You're on the verge of something here. And universe wants you to see, wants you to give up a measure of control here. in that connection to the divine, to trust the divine. Only a little bit of control here, because you are in control of your life. You make the decisions of your life. But I think there's something that you need to back off of and be more open-minded about. There's a big opportunity here to bring closure to a situation and put it behind you, stronger, braver, more sure of yourselves, more committed as a couple, if that's part of your story. It's like everything that goes along with this, it's like an evolution. It's like the next stage of the evolution of your life, or your spiritual evolution. Tapping into something much bigger and making it real in your life. Let's see your hopes and fears. We have the Queen of Presents. This is a lower echo. By lower, I mean major arcana versus minor arcana. In the tarot, the Empress energy is more far-reaching, a longer-lasting energy, and a more emphasized energy. The Queen of Presents to me is like the lower echo of that. And what I mean by that is it's not as emphasized, but it's carrying the same tone with this nurturing, almost motherly energy. Do you see she's like baking a pie? She's smiling over her shoulder, like, oh, hey, you've come just in time. I have a pie fresh out of the oven for you. Can you smell this pie? Can I just nurture you with something that I've made with my own two hands? It's like you want that for yourself, and you want to be able to provide that for someone else. And I think the fear side of that coin is that someone else, I feel very strongly that you are able to provide that. And I don't think you doubt your own ability to be a good nurturing partner, the type of partner you want to be. I think you've honed that skill set. But I think the fear side of it is that your person or your potential next person won't be receptive to it, won't be a fit for what you have to give, won't value what you're offering with that nurturing and caring. So be careful with that, because the purpose of this card in that spread is to bring fears to your awareness that you may be projecting onto the situation, and thereby pulling that energy in. The end result here is a walking away with the 8 of Potions. I feel like this is a walking away from the old way of doing things, because I'm not seeing any other indications of this being a negative relationship. Again, if you're in a relationship right now. If you're in a relationship, I feel like this is someone really needs to pursue their passion. Someone needs the freedom in order to make a big change, and it may be disruptive somewhat to the union, to your life together. It may require moving. It may require going back to school. But there's some big change that one of you wants to achieve in your life in order to evolve and grow. If you're single, this may be saying that in order to put yourself in the right place and the right time to come in connection with this partner, it may require you following a passion, which might involve moving, which might involve changing jobs. It's that same sort of a departure energy from where you are now and moving toward what's next, what's more. Let's get your advice. How can Taurus make use of these energies for their highest and best good? Yeah. Align yourself with a divine flow. This is It's saying to integrate whatever fears and concerns you have, make peace with it, and don't beat yourself up about those if you have doubts and fears and worries and grief. Everyone does, and all it takes is making friends with that energy, not beating yourself up for it, allowing yourself to feel that way, and then utilizing self-care or self-empowerment methods in order to reassure yourself that you can do it, that you are good enough, that you do deserve it, that what you want isn't something to fear. Get that alignment, work on that alignment, because I feel like that's partially what's missing with the Wheel of Fortune and the world being reversed. It's like this is the key that unlocks the door to the portal, because there's such a current of momentum here available to you. So tap into that, trust, have faith, and go with it. Go with your gut here. Follow your intuition. It's leading you toward something bigger. It's leading you toward the next stage of your evolution. Okay, Taurus, I hope that helped. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.